Robert Parrish staying down the other end of the floor. Bird open.
Parrish never got past half court, so he's going to pace himself a little bit, but they need him on the offensive glass.
Isaiah coming around the screen and flapped away by Bird. Thomas now looks to work. Jeff Kersey with the call, and it's going to go on Dennis Johnson stepping in.
Isaiah's got the good foot speed, and Dennis sure looked like a charge to me. He was moving, and he's entitled to move laterally and then move back on the contact.
Dantley again with a side cleared. Works on McHale. Bird came for the block, and here comes Ainge.
Snookering Adrian Dantley.
McHale, the trailer. Runner. A foul.
Now, those are good up-quick opportunities, something the Celtics did not have in games 3 or 4. Push it up hard, and if something is there, take advantage of it. They are very smart when they run the fast break. There's Parrish. He's going to screen off 2 players and allows McHale to slide right into the gut. Score the easy one.
3 for Kevin and a 5-point Celtic lead.
Danny Ainge is trying to keep the ball away from Isaiah Thomas and force Dumars to bring it up.
Thomas traveled with it.
Pistons have been using, when they go into their half-court offense, isolations, both from Thomas and Adrian Dantley, and so far they have not worked effectively.
Bird to DJ. Couple of fakes. Won't go down, but Dennis drew a foul. Ricky Mahorn will pick it up.
Celtics going to the hoop a lot more than they did in 3 and 4. Here's the pass from Bird. DJ, now he knows he's covered from front and back. Just does slip it up there, but he got pecked from behind by Ricky Mahorn.
Boston's lead goes to 6. The Pistons just 2 points in the first 2.5 minutes of this game.
The Pistons have not really gotten off with that emotional spurt that they counted on in the Silverdome, and it's been Boston emotionally getting off quick.
Dennis Johnson will pick up Joe Dumars. Dantley looking for the ball coming out deep. Lambier slapped away by Bird. Dantley just steps his way in. McHale bumps him. Dantley shut off by McHale. Isaiah with 2 on the shot clock. Throws it up on the run. Basket goes and a foul. Talk about creating some offense when none is there. Isaiah Thomas will be at the line looking for 3.
When he uses the pick and roll, you see Robert Parrish now jump too far out, and Isaiah just goes right by him. You can't show him the basket. You've got to cover him and keep him in front of you. Don't show him the basket.
Second foul on Dennis Johnson. The free throw missed by Isaiah Thomas. Boston by 5. McHale gets the screen from Bird. Takes a tough shot.
A good outlet pass to create that opportunity by McHale up to Ainge.
Dumars right back, misses the layup. Parrish keeps it alive to Bird, off to Ainge. Boston 3-on-2. Danny, offensive foul on Danny Ainge.
That's what you do, though. Take it to the hoop.
Chuck Daly calls a 20-second timeout, has a few words for Jack Madden.
And there you saw it. Bill Lambier really had himself planted. As soon as he felt the contact, he went down on the play, didn't turn his body. Danny Ainge tried to angle off to create perhaps a movement, a little bit of movement by Lambier, but it didn't work.
Boston by 7, 11-4, 8:35 to play here in the first.
The Celtics are playing exceptional half-court defense, unlike the weekend. They have gone out and they have challenged Adrian Dantley. Kevin looks like he's moving his feet a lot better on defense, defending against Dantley. And he's getting some help if he breaks by Kevin.
Bird dropping back on Thomas. Lambier outside. Dumars will try and hit.
They have doubled Lambier, and they've left Dumars open a considerable amount in these 4 games. Why the Pistons haven't taken advantage of that more, I'll never know.
Bird looking inside. Parrish over Dantley, and the reach-in foul is going to be on Isaiah Thomas. Robert Parrish never hesitated when he found Dantley on his back.
Alert picking up of a real good mismatch situation. Parrish being guarded by Dantley.
Jimmy Rogers and Larry Bird talking it over on the sidelines. The Chief will have a couple. Hits the first, and Boston's lead is 6.
Danny Ainge to pick up Isaiah, try and keep him in front.
Bird now with Thomas on the switch. Lambier alone in the corner. Lambier trying to get position on Ainge. Danny did a good job fighting him off. Now Lambier over the double team, but a reach-in foul is going to be called. Might be McHale. Yes, it will. Kevin McHale picking up his first.
I'd almost be willing to let Lambier have that shot. He's not a low-post player. And if he's not in perfect balance, he's liable to throw bricks and break the glass.
Chuck Daly talking to Adrian Dantley out on the floor. Bill Lambier gets the greeting of the crowd here. Misses the first. He's an excellent free throw shooter. Bill Lambier was born in Boston. Did you know that?
They're not owning up to that now here in Boston.
They're not. Three for Lambier, who's the Piston high scorer right now. Detroit having a lot of trouble putting any points on the board at all. Bird wants it on Dantley, now kicks it out. Danny, 3!
Big shot. And as soon as the double developed on Bird, that crisp pass back got Danny to 3.
Celtics' biggest lead, 9. Dantley nearly lost it out of bounds. Drives to the hoop. Parrish there. Won't get out. Isaiah the steal and the bucket. Quick hands of Isaiah Thomas underneath pays off for Detroit. Lambier takes the pass away from McHale. Boston back on defense. Dumars kicks it off Dantley. Inside Lambier, and he got 2. Pistons back to within 5 as they put a little burst on Boston. And again, Lambier and McHale fight up the other end. In it goes to Kevin. Wants it. Stripped by Lambier, but Parrish is there. Celtics are at 10 on the shot clock. Robert.
Big hoop. Big hoop.
Isaiah, the quick push-up, though, right back. Lambier, the trailer. Good hustle by Lambier. Dumars, now Dantley takes that jump step of his and hits. First bucket for Dantley, who comes in averaging 25 a game against Boston in the series.
When they get the ball up and your defense isn't set, they are excellent at taking it to the hoop.
Again, the mismatch with Dantley, and Adrian's going to be called with the foul as Parrish made the spin move. The Celtics have called a time. 6:07 to play here in the first. Boston by 5. Mike Gorman and Tom Heinsohn back here at the Boston Garden. 6:07 to go here. First period of Game 5. Celtics and Pistons, 18-13. Boston up by 5 right now.
Boston was perfectly willing on their offense to push the ball up the court. They came up with a couple of good offensive trips before the Pistons defense was set. However, they have not been able to get their people back to stop some of the quick thrusts up the court by the Pistons.
No changes for either side here in the first 6 minutes. Isaiah's out on Danny Ainge. Dumars has got TJ Bird into traffic for 2.
That's where I think Bird belongs in this series. Dantley will have to play him down there. Dantley can't guard Bird in a low post, and he will not be able to get out on the front end of the break.
I like it. Pays on both ends. Dantley, that quick first step, and the foul is called by Jack Madden.
Celtics are trying to force Dantley to his left, figuring that he's got to bring the ball back to you, and they will have a good shot at blocking the shot. McHale played him a little bit to his right. And there you see the foul, as Stanley has a knack of hitting your arm before as you're putting it straight up in the air, and it invariably gets called on the defensive player. What I think you got to do with Adrian is play him straight away and keep distance between you and him. Don't let him feel you, because when he's out around 12 feet, if he feels you, he'll spin off you.
Second foul on McHale. He and Dennis Johnson both have 2. McHale the screen for DJ. Kevin wanted it back inside. Dennis couldn't get it there. Bird is short with the jumper. Mahorn lost it out of bounds. The Celtics get it back.
Mahorn has been really helping out on defense, and then going back and putting a hand on Robert Parrish and keeping him off the offensive glass. He's done an effective job on Parrish.
Danny, tough shot. Rebound Lambier, outlet Isaiah. 3-on-1, 4-on-1 break. Mahorn will get 2. Pistons back to within 3 now, as the pace of the game in Detroit's favor so far. Kevin in traffic.
Lambier is very intelligent about not committing fouls, particularly in the first half.
Kevin McHale 3 of 3 here in the early going. Pistons working a perimeter. Dumars trying to make his way through. An illegal defense is called against the Celtics.
Got to be on Larry Bird, who was guarding Bill Lambier, who was well above the three-point circle, and Bird was well below the foul line.
Dantley with a side cleared again. In fact, all the Pistons are out high, and Dantley just skips through for 2.
Well, he showed him a way to the hoop, and there was no help that time. You've got to play him straight away.
Boston's lead has shrunk to 3. Parrish is trying to set up on Mahorn. Bird wants to go there. Robert got Mahorn in the air and hit.
Could have gotten fouled on that one, too.
Celtics by 5, 4:12 to go here in the first. Dantley again, and they really clear out the side. Bird came in the double. Dumars the open man. Hits it.
Boy, they're moving that ball around so crisply that even the best of rotating defenses isn't getting there quick enough.
Kevin over Lambier, and he hit again. 9 first quarter points for Kevin McHale, and he's the difference so far.
Lambier will not foul. He's very soft defender in the first half.
That's Lambier's shot right there. He leads the Pistons with 7. Backdoor, Kevin McHale couldn't handle it. Piston ball. First sub of the game is Vinnie Johnson.
A little bit too hard a pass that time by Dennis Johnson. This has been a matchup that, coming off the bench, has provided some spark for the Pistons. Vinnie Johnson.
Isaiah calling for the illegal defense. He didn't get it. Lambier missing. Parrish and Mahorn battle. And the foul's going to go on Ricky Mahorn.
That time Robert Parrish carved out some room, and off the bench comes John Sally, who has got some real quick feet to get up and down that court. And this is just about the time that quick feet pay off for a ball club. If you're trying to keep a first string in there, a tied first string, if they could turn Sally loose, you may be able to beat McHale or Parrish up the court.
7 first quarter points for the Chiefs. He and McHale have combined for 16 of Boston's 27. Three minutes to play first. Dantley up behind Bird for an easy 2.
perfect pass.
Robert wants to go. The double from Vinnie Johnson. Ainge open for three. Got it again.
And Kevin McHale put a pick on Vinnie Johnson to allow Ainge to get that shot off. Now Bird is back defending Dantley, protecting McHale with the two.
Isaiah Sutterstep. Vinnie Johnson first shot off the bench goes.
Dantley never did let the double develop before he made his move.
Isaiah the near steal on Danny Ainge. Now DJ will clear the 10-second line. Celtics by 4. Bump the two Johnsons do. Dennis, good up fake, takes it. Hits it.
And look how quickly the Pistons inbound it and bring it at you.
Lambier outside. Long rebound tracked down by Isaiah Thomas. Gives his own little stutter step move. Looks for a cutter. There was none there. Now throws it up. Rebound McHale out to DJ. Ainge and Bird with him on the break. Danny. Cut to Dennis. DJ draws the foul. Boston pushing it into the paint, and we've got a timeout. 1:34 to play in the first. Dennis Johnson will be at the line when we get back. The Celtics are up by 6.
When the Pistons get the rebound, particularly Lambier, good things happen because look how quickly he outlets the ball, and they're already 3-on-1 against Dennis Johnson, and now it turned into a 4-on-1. No hope at all when Mahorn is the second guy up. There's no way Dennis is going to stop him.
Dennis Johnson will be at the line. 1:34 to play here first. Celtics by 6. DJ's got a couple. Celtics have scored a lot of points here in the first quarter, but the lead is on the 7th.
They've had an exceptional shooting first half.
12 of 16 from the field right now. 75%.
I should say first quarter.
Vinnie Johnson. Isaiah double teamed effectively. Chips it across. Dantley. 6 on the shot clock. Finds Vinnie Johnson with 3, and he hits it. And he has his confidence back. He lost it in the Hawks series. He's got it back now. Near steal, Vinnie Johnson, and Jeff Kersey a whistle away from the ball, and the foul might be on Adrian Dantley. Nope, it's on Vinnie Johnson. Kersey was looking inside at the battle that was going on between Bird and Dantley. And Dantley, as soon as he heard the whistle, spun around and looked at Kersey.
Chuck Daly has rotated 2 new people into this lineup, and he did it at about the 3-minute mark. Casey Jones has elected to go with his starting 5 for what appears will be the entire first quarter. It's very important that the Celtics did get off to this kind of start. And Chuck Daly could be setting up the meltdown tactic. However, the Pistons have not really been racing up the court as well as they did out in Detroit.
Lambier missing outside. Bird the rebound. Boston can push the lead back up to 9.
Lambier is getting all the shots that he wants.
Near steal, Isaiah Thomas. He goes tumbling out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Bird makes his move at 10. Got Sally in the air and drew a foul.
Now that was a good fake by Bird. And he got banged in the thigh by Sally.
Larry stretching that left leg as he's really bending over and rubbing his left thigh. And Dennis Rodman gets a resounding chorus of boos here at the Garden as he makes his first appearance. Larry Bird did not go to the line once in Sunday's game.
Well, they only took 4 foul shots in the first half. I found that rather hard to believe, considering the Celtics were going inside and then taking it to the hoop.
38 points on the board for the Celtics here. They'll see the ball one more time in the first quarter. A 10-4 run has them up by 9. Isaiah taking the shot clock down. He has it right in front of him. It's at 7. Makes a move. Little stutter step, fires at 3. Rebound, Dennis Johnson. Celtics got 4 seconds. 3, 2. Danny fires. Long with it, but the Celtic lead is 9. 38 points for Boston in quarter number 1, and they're up by 9. And be sure to check out the Boston Globe every day for New England's most comprehensive news, sports, and business coverage. Inside tomorrow's food pages, you'll find great recipes and money-saving coupons. Quarter number 2 about to begin here, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. You see the Celtics lit it up to the tune of 71%. But Boston has now gone to the bench. Sam Vincent, who had a career-high 18 over the weekend, and Darren Day are in there with Parrish, Bird, and Ames. Larry, little runner, left-handed is short. Rebound comes to Dantley, who stays on the floor with Vinnie Johnson, Joe Dumars, Bill Lambier, and Dennis Rodman. Inside, Rodman up against Bird, and he hits for 2.
Got great position on Bird.
Tipped away. Parrish has to track it down at the sideline. Boston below 10 on the shot clock.
Lambier is not playing anybody. That's an illegal defense.
Jack Madden just got it. Nice call, Tom. Jerry Seasting will make his first appearance now, and Danny Ainge will get a rest.
Very important now that this unit respond like they did out in Detroit. Pick the pace up a little bit. Start running.
Sam Vincent, good move on Dumars, and he traveled with it as he waited for Dumars to go by. 5th turnover on the Celtics. Tipped away, Darren Day, and it went off the hand of Adrian Dantley.
AD had worked him right up the lane, and it was almost a perfect pass, but Bird would have been there.
Darren Day looking to move on Dantley. Rodman had Bird covered. Darren will take it and hit it.
That's where they got to put the ball at. Adrian Dantley. Make him play a little defense in this series.
Fred Roberts will be coming in next. Whistle for the Celtics. Dantley bumps off Day. No whistle. Now Jack Madden makes a call outside. It's going to go on Dantley.
Darren Day did an absolutely fabulous job. Let's take a look at this. He goes up, challenges them, and as soon as he feels the contact, he falls back. That drew the official's attention. It was a good call.
Jess Kersey right there on the baseline did not make the call, and then on a delay basis, Jack Madden made it outside. And now the Celtics are going to use a 20-second timeout. 10:27 to play here second. Boston's lead stays at 9.
Plus with shampoo and conditioner.
And a quick chance to remind you, Northwest Airlines World Perks Frequent Flyer program gives you a free trip nearly twice as fast as any major airline. So for a faster free trip, look to Northwest. Daly not looking Northwest right now.
No. And Dennis Johnson, who Doc Silva said suffering from chronic fatigue, really could use more than a minute rest wrapped around timeouts, particularly if he's going to try and lead the ball club in the 4th quarter. He needs his legs underneath him in the 4th quarter, and they've been challenging him in the backcourt, trying to take his legs away from him in the early parts of the game.
Bill Lambier down resting on the Piston bench. Dumars, Vinnie Johnson, Rodman, Mahorn now back in, and Sally joins him on the front line.
One thing I think the Celtics did so well over the weekend was turn Sam Vincent loose a little bit. Let him take it to the hoop if it's there.
Bird is doubled. Now Dumars backs off. Here it comes again. Sam, crowd wanted him to take it. Good pass.
Great pass from Sam Vincent. Bird just slid over the top.
Popping out Vinnie Johnson. He's open. And that's not good news.
Got to go out and get Vinnie Johnson. Now that's a tough defensive job for Jerry Seasting.
There's the double on Bird. Seasting gives it back to Larry. The cut, Roberts and Fred. Good hustle underneath. Ball tipped. Sam Vincent's got it. Throws it up. Rebound Rodman. Rodman pushing it up himself. Finds Dumars on a wing. And that'll be a kick ball. It'll be Piston ball with a fresh 24 seconds on the shot clock. 9:25 left to play here in the half.
Dumars did not have his head up because there were two Pistons out in front of two Celtics.
John Sally wants it.
And Seasting, of course, on the switch. No match for John Sally that close to the basket.
Bird tipped away, and Rodman will be called with the foul over the top.
And Sam Vincent just looking almost exclusively for Larry Bird.
First on Rodman, the first on the team here with 9:05 to go in the half. Kevin McHale's back in. Darren Day thought to penetrate. And kicks it out. The Celtics with the fresh 24. Still have 19 on the shot clock. Sam Vincent hits outside.
Once he's got his confidence, he can score.
Bullet pass. Sally was open, threw it up, and drew a foul. And if it's Kevin McHale, it's his third. Yes, it is. So Casey Jones has to go right back to the bench. Dennis Johnson's going to come in. And that is a big foul with 8:42 to play here first half. Jerry Seasting will go out. Dennis Johnson stays in. So Kevin McHale will continue to play with the three.
But Dennis Johnson was brought in really to play defense on Vinnie Johnson. Seasting was having difficulty finding him. You know, when you go from building to building, the backgrounds are different, the crowds are different, of course. You just don't get that nice, comfortable feeling. Chuck Daly calls it comfort zone.
Rodman aggressively out on Bird. Inside McHale. Rodman's got him. Kevin rolls it in.
And Rodman got him from underneath, but no whistle.
Dennis Johnson, as you called it, up on Vinnie Johnson.
And they're letting Vinnie bring the ball up.
Celtic lead is 10. Mahorn trying to throw a screen. Vinnie fires. Rebound. Day and Vincent were right there. McHale's ahead on the break. Darren off to Bird. Larry, couple of fakes. Rebound Sally. Off to Thomas. 3-on-3 Piston break. Thomas with the ball. Sam Vincent now has got Vinnie Johnson. Vinnie wants it. Short with the jumper. Bird the rebound. Kicks it off to Vincent. Larry goes down at the other end. McHale spins in. Loose on the floor. Mahorn coming away with the ball. Isaiah Thomas missing on the other end. Sally's follow. Second follow. Won't throw it. Bird's got it. Off today. Mahorn and McHale still up the other end. Sam Vincent. Foul. Rick Mahorn.
Excellent rebound by Larry Bird. He just hung in there and really created that fast break opportunity for Sam Vincent. Got the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Let's take a peek at this. There's Bird. And Sally can't. Dennis Johnson just makes him lose his rhythm, and Bird steps inside Rodman. And look how quickly he gets it up the court. And Darren Day made a good judgment. Got it to Sam.
Sam with 3 quick points off the bench here in the second quarter. Boston's lead 11 with 7:23 to play in the first half. Biggest Celtic lead, Robert Parrish and Adrian Dantley, both at the scorer's table. Vinnie Johnson stripped on the way by, but Jack Madden's got a reach-in foul. Darren Day is going to pick it up. Here comes Robert Parrish back in, and Kevin McHale will sit down with the 3.
That's a good move by Casey. Awfully long period of time in this second quarter to go with 3 personals.
The Detroit bench is 5 of 8 from the field, thanks mainly to this fella.
He can heat up. Vinnie Johnson. The Celtics can't slow it down, however. They've got to really take it to the hoop.
Bird dumping it off. It's stolen by Isaiah. He and Vinnie Johnson on the break. Sam Vincent had the quick hands, but a foul's called.
Oh, boy.
You got a good case, Sam. Celtics take a timeout. 6:58 to go in the half. Boston's up by 10.
Going to see Sam Vincent's nice pass to Bird. Bird is doubled. He finds Sam on the weak side. Sam draws attention, and then Bird just slipped over the top of Rodman. And Sam had his head up and his eye on Bird all the way. Beautiful pass. Here it is from another angle. And you look at Sam, up fake Sally, get him moving. Vinnie Johnson. And all of a sudden, Bird is in the paint, and it's 2.
Vincent, Day, Parrish, Bird, and Dennis Johnson on the floor for Boston. Dantley back in with Lambier, Thomas, Rodman. There's Dantley to the hoop for 2.
They're just showing Adrian Dantley almost a driveway to the basket all the time.
Isaiah Thomas will cover Sam Vincent. DJ. Pass to Bird from the backboard for 2.
Great play. Rodman was so busy fronting Bird, and Bird sealed him on his back. What a pass by DJ.
Never hesitated. Never hesitated. Again, they clear the side for Dantley.
There's Day playing him straight away, however.
Celtics did a nice job rotating there defensively as Parrish came on the double team, and everybody found a man. Isaiah blocked by Bird. Dantley hits with 1 second on the clock, and Jess Kersey says score it. Bird on the down and out, and now Jack Madden is waving him back.
It'll be Detroit's ball underneath. Robert Parrish tried to catch him on the fly pattern, but Rodman's a pretty good athlete.
Celtic lead is down to 8 as Danny Ainge comes back in, and Sam Vincent gets a good hand.
And well, he should. Did an outstanding job.
Isaiah, the open man, penetrates, finds Rodman for 2.
You know, all is doubling. One pass, and it goes to Isaiah or Dantley on the weak side. They make the catch, and you rotate to them, and they go right to the hoop.
Bird wants the ball on Rodman. DJ. Strong drive, long rebound. Isaiah the quick hands to keep it. Gets by Dennis Johnson on the sideline. Isaiah Thomas, nobody home, and he went up in the air, and Parrish took the ball away. DJ, right by Lambier, and Lambier is called for stepping in. And the crowd here at the Garden has been waiting for that one.
He knows how to protect himself from getting in foul trouble. He does not play aggressive defense. He rotates very well for a slow-footed man, but he can't jump. And the fact that he will not really contest you when you go up, plays all his defense before the man gets the ball. And if you can get good position on Lambier, you can score on him.
DJ and Kevin McHale with 11 apiece. Bird has 10. Pistons trying to show their half-court offense. Isaiah found an opening.
Well, Bird switched out on him, and Bird just does not have the foot movement to stay with an Isaiah.
The double by Vinnie Johnson. Rodman and Vinnie Johnson both have Bird. Danny looking for three. Parrish the offensive rebound. Stripped as he goes through, and Vinnie Johnson out of the pack with the ball. Pistons can get to 4. Dantley gets that quick first step and lays it in.
Boy, they can explode, boy. Couple of rebounds, couple of quick thrusts, and you're back on your heels.
Bird trying to get some position inside. Now DJ pops out. Larry really wants the ball on Rodman. Good screen by Bird. Dennis misses though, and Lambier takes it away from Dantley. Darren Day will be called for the reach-in foul. Pistons right now on a 12-4 run, and they can get back to 2. Again, they're going to clear the side for Adrian Dantley. Parrish coming on the double. Celtics rotating defensively. Vinnie Johnson finds Lambier. Day, good hustle for the rebound, and Darren's off and running. Gets around Isaiah. 3-on-2. Bird's got the bucket!
What a play by Day. And he kept the Jets going because Isaiah Thomas was right behind him and might have been able to poke it away.
A great pass by Darren Day. 3:46 to go in the half. 54 for Boston. 48 for Detroit.
The Celtics lineup can mean Darren Day does an outstanding job, gets the rebound, and then puts the speed on. And look what happens. He's into the teeth of the defense. And a beautiful behind-the-back pass to Bird, who hustled his sneakers up there. And it's 2 and a timeout by the Pistons.
Isaiah Thomas will walk it the other way. Vinnie Johnson, Dennis Rodman, Adrian Dantley, and Bill Lambier come out with Thomas. Lambier inside. Dantley got the bucket and drew the foul from Robert Parrish. And Adrian Dantley is having another big game.
For a man only 6'5", 6'6", he sure knows what to do with his body. Day has to switch out on Lambier. Parrish really did not get good position on Dantley. And he keeps his body between the defender and the ball, and he always manages to be able to sneak a shot up and in.
Three-point Celtic lead. Boston led by 9 at the end of 1. Parrish and Lambier bump, and Chuck Daly is up screaming on the bench, and he got his wish as an illegal defense is called. Not his wish. That's the second one. Casey got his wish.
Robert Parrish is not one of the real good guys at digging out good low post position. And Lambier is bumping him. Robert Parrish could score against Lambier if he could get 2 feet down lower in the low post. Now you watch the battle at the right of your screen with Lambier and Parrish.
Robert now rolls to the other side. Day's trying to post up Dantley. Darren fakes a pass. Vinnie Johnson stays on the double team. Darren looking for the open man. DJ getting it back out to Bird for 3. Rebound Rodman on the weak side, and Dantley will bring it back up.
Oh, and they just pushed Robert Parrish right off the rebound.
There's the clear side for Adrian Dantley. Parrish comes on the double. Rodman cut to the hoop and was alone. Thomas found him a little late, but he laid it in.
There's that rotation off the double. It's like clockwork right now. The Pistons are going through that double team defense like a hot knife through butter.
Bird trying to back in the double team. Danny deep in the corner. 8 first half points for Danny Ainge. Hasn't taken too many shots. He's hit a couple of threes. Vinnie Johnson trying to run through some screens down the baseline. Lambier will try. Ainge the rebound. Going to weave his way up. Isaiah bumps him at half court. Inside Bird wants to go on Rodman. Spins the other way. Lost the handle. Now finds DJ. And a 3-second violation is called as Jess Kersey caught Robert Parrish in the lane. 10th turnover on Boston.
Celtics are settling more and more for their half-court offense, and the double teams are coming just at the right time. They're taking too much time in the backcourt to start their play patterns, and with one double, the Celtics are under the gun to get a good shot. They're way under 10 seconds before they're trying to make their move for the shot.
Lambier will try again outside. Rebound Dennis Johnson. 1:25 to go in the half. Parrish just pushed Rodman off as he went by. Now Robert got it. Foul Rodman as he got there late.
Chuck Daly has a luxury that the Celtics do not have. He has a significant number of big people that he feels confident can play the game. Rodman is one, Sally's another, Mahorn, Lambier, and he's got all those fouls to waste. And none of the Pistons are reluctant in using them, with perhaps the exception of Bill Lambier, and he will use his in the second half.
Chief missed the first. Isaiah pushes it the other way as club's down 5. Parrish picks him up out high, and Jack Madden's got a foul on the Pistons underneath. It might be Lambier or Dantley.
Rodman.
Yep, Rodman. That's 3 on the rookie Rodman. DJ. Runner won't go down. Lambier takes away the rebound. Under a minute now to go first. Thomas. Rodman. Trying to dump it inside. And Darren Day saw it coming. 3-on-2 Boston break. Day to Parrish. Robert long with it, and the rebound's taken down by Rodman. Vinnie Johnson the other way. Good pass to Lambier for 2.
Yeah, Vinnie Johnson has played a creator's role in this series.
Darren Day, good move, but it won't fall. Parrish's tip won't go, and down low, Parrish and Lambier. Robert Parrish is hot.
Well, Lambier has been pushing Robert Parrish off every rebound. Just as the ball is about to hit the rim, he'll push Robert Parrish, and Robert just had enough of that.
I want to see what Jack Madden and Jess Kersey are going to call. Let's take a look.
There's Robert Parrish, and it looked like Lambier hit him with an elbow. And Parrish said, "I had enough for you, Lambier," and he just let him have it.
Sure did.
Let's see if we can see the elbow. Right in Robert's face. And that's what it's all about. He's been doing that the whole time, and there's Robert retaliating. And needless to say, Saturday's incident, and Robert has had many an incident with Bill Lambier over the seasons. Lambier is really cute.
The foul was called on Darren Day.
You watch Darren take it to the hoop, and there's Robert steps inside. He gets pushed by Isaiah, I believe it was. And there's Lambier, just nudges Parrish out of the way with the elbow.
Whoa.
Well, they got away with one there.
The foul was called on Darren Day. Now, I don't know where they found that one. You see Lambier spitting a little blood. Robert Parrish took him down and took him down hard.
You know, when you are a rebounder underneath, all you have to do is have the minutest little bit of contact to nudge the man off the play, to throw him off his rhythm, make him lose his balance, and Lambier has become a master at that, and he's been doing it to Parrish not just this series, but for the last couple of years, and Robert just is not going to stand for it anymore.
Isaiah Thomas, 1 of 2 from the line, 58-56. I'm incredulous that nothing was called. Parrish misses the turnaround. Dantley the rebound. 1 second on the clock. Isaiah full court job, and the Celtics lead at the half is 2.
Draft to the Boston Celtics. They've got to get it up over the 80 mark to really not have to shoot lights out. And that's what they've been really trying to do, is forcing themselves to have to shoot lights out. No margin for error.
Celtics ball to open the third. Danny, nice move. Won't go down. Offensive goaltending on Kevin McHale as he reached in the cylinder. Celtics with the regular starting 5 of DJ, Ainge, Parrish, McHale, and Bird. Dantley, Lambier, Mahone, Thomas, and Dumars take the floor for the Pistons. Again, they clear aside for Dantley. Here comes McHale in the double. Dumars the penetration, long with the jumper. Here comes Danny Ainge breaking the other way. Isaiah trying to shut him off outside. Danny, trailer, McHale, got it, a foul.
The Celtics are trying, coming out of the locker room, to put some pace in their game, push it up hard, catch the Pistons defense a little laps, and they do it. Lambier is watching for the penetration. Mahone and Lambier. Lambier jumps out to pick up McHale, a trailer, but too late.
And Lambier picked up that foul, his third.
Celtics must continue to push it hard at the defense. If it's there, take it. If it's not, then go into your half-court offense.
Isaiah, a lot of traffic. Parrish high for the rebound, and reach-in foul, Isaiah Thomas.
That was a poor shot by Isaiah to double team Bird, the big man, right on that double. And a frustration foul by Isaiah, shaking his head saying, why did I do that? And I don't know why he did it either.
Dennis, good step. Got the layup.
Lambier not quick enough to help out on a penetration.
Boston with a quick burst here to open the third quarter. Dantley wants to go to the hoop. In traffic, throws it up hard. Rebound, McHale's got it off to Bird. Larry pushing it up himself, left side. Wants it. Got it.
Big push. Every basket, a fast break basket.
Chuck Daly wants a 20-second timeout, and they are on their feet at the Garden.
They came out steaming, the Boston Celtics. They know that they did not get enough easy hoops in the first half, even though they shot very well in the first quarter. Here's Bird, was looking to try and get it back into the middle, and there's DJ, cuts off one defender, and Bird takes it right in down the baseline in the seam to get that jumper off.
15 for Bird, 14 for McHale, 13 for Dennis Johnson, 9 for Robert Parrish, 8 for Danny Ainge. Isaiah to the hole, missed the easy layup. Lambier lost the follow. Here comes DJ. The Pistons yet to score here in the second half. Bird comes out. They clear aside for Larry this time. Now Dennis Johnson battles Isaiah. DJ wants to go over him, does. Long rebound. Dennis kept it alive, but Lambier got it over to Dumars. Dantley alone with a lot of white shirts. Waits for his teammates to catch up. Thomas, a runner, hits off the glass, and Isaiah gets his 8th point of the night. He has been quiet offensively.
He's been dishing it off, though, as he's been penetrating.
is triple team. Danny's left open, looking for three. Bounce, Bird. Nice tip to McHale.
What a play.
What a play is right. Ainge the steal. Nice move away from Thomas. Danny got it. The Pistons want a timeout. .8:51 to go here. And the Celtic lead has rocketed to 11.
And they're creating opportunities for themselves, the Celtics, with good defense, Mike.
Pistons down low, Mahorn off the timeout, and Ricky Mahorn rolls it in.
They do not have a low post offense per se, but if anybody can score in there, it would be Mahorn.
Boston an 11-2 run before that bucket to open up the third quarter. Bird in and out, rebound Mahorn. Boy, that one went about 3/4 down. First rebound for Rick Mahorn in the game. Isaiah can't answer on the other end, but drew a foul.
They had him shaded. They kept him out of the paint. They angled him off. And Ainge just bumped him as he took the shot. But that's what you got to do with Isaiah, is get him going away from the basket. Nothing in a straight line to the hoop.
Thomas is 4 of 11 from the field tonight.
He's had to take some real difficult shots. The Celtics are kind of doing a number on his head as to when he should pass and when he should shoot.
And Isaiah's going to be called for a blocking foul as he couldn't make it in front of Ainge, and that's his third.
Now that is not a smart foul either.
No.
Here's Isaiah trying to do what? I don't know. Get in front of Danny Ainge. That was not the play. Picks up the foul.
Lambeer and McHale now having a few words. You can see them left of the screen. Inside it goes. Kevin the fall away and hit it.
And Kevin really carved out some great room for himself down in that low post.
Isaiah right back. Dumars had a thought. Now he penetrates. Nobody home as Parrish forced him outside. Dantley hits the set shot. Suddenly the pace picks up again. Ainge quickly forecourt. And Ricky Mahorn and Kevin McHale were battling, and if the foul's going on McHale, it'll be number 4. It is on Kevin, and it is his 4th.
You know, they manhandle Kevin in that low post, and they have yet to call one of those on Kevin. Mahorn down in that low post.
And now Jack Madden has got number 5 on McHale. So Kevin McHale with 7:29 to play here in the third picks up 2 quick ones. Take a look.
There's McHale denying Mahorn the low post position, goes inside, and now he goes and he swipes at the ball where it was. I don't know.
So Greg Kite will come in. McHale will go to the bench. Greg Kite will pick up Bill Lambeer defensively. That could be interesting. Lambeer wants the ball right away. Bird bluffs the double team. Dantley waving Lambeer away. Dantley fires again and hits again. 21 for Adrian. Pistons back to 5.
He's got his shot going.
Joe Dumars is called for a foul as the fouls pile up quickly here in the middle of the third. 4 on Detroit, 2 on Boston. 7 minutes to play in the third. Bird lays it up, and Jack Madden's got an offensive foul on Larry Bird. Dantley back on the offensive end. Inside Lambier. Kite forcing him out. Now Lambier goes through. Dantley wants some room. Operates. Tough shot. Rebound Lambier. Weak side. Tip won't go. Whistle and a foul. And who's that going on? Could be
Kite.
Yep. Great. Kite. And Lambier will be at the line. 71-66, Boston by 5.
What the Celtics are doing is that the big people are going over to rotate against Adrian Dantley to try and give help to Bird. And as soon as Dantley takes the shot on the miss, Kite's man or Parrish's man are heading straight to the boards. That's giving him an offensive rebounder. And by the time they get back, they may have the ball. You reach up, and there's a foul.
Takes away the miss. Mahorn reaching over the top, got away with one. DJ trying to get a step. Dumars did a nice job getting back. And Bird top of the key. Gets it back. Works on Dantley. Inside Parrish. Got a man in the air. Missed the layup.
Oh, boy.
Loose underneath. Who's got it? Reaching foul. And it looks like Robert Parrish picked it up reaching in.
Kite again.
Kite again? Yep, it was Kite again. Parrish thought it was on him.
It looked like Parrish got fouled on his shot.
Well, the officials are a factor in this game right now, to say the least. Mahorn bounces off Parrish. Short with the hook shot. And Greg Kite dishes it off. Dennis Johnson brings it up. Casey Jones calls a play from the Boston bench. Larry pops out, fires. Lambier the rebound, looking for an outlet, nobody home, and here comes Isaiah. Mahorn got Kite in the air, then gets shut off baseline. Lambier will try, hits.
Well, he just hangs around up the top of the key on the hard push, and he's open an awful lot, and he can hit that shot.
Back to where we were at halftime with 5:20 to go in the third, and the Celtics are going to take a timeout. 71 for Boston, 69 now for Detroit. And thanks for tuning in, everybody, to Sports Channel. I hope you'll join us again next season when Sports Channel resumes their Celtic coverage, and enjoy the great games of the 86-87 Celtic season this summer on Celtics Encore. Every Sunday evening beginning June 21st at 8 o'clock, we'll present the most exciting moments of the past season. That's Celtics Encore, Sunday nights at 8 this summer. This one might be part of that. 71-69, 5:20 to go in the third. Boston by 2.
Good substitution by Casey Jones. Darren Day put in for Greg Kite.
Larry over Dantley. Rebound Lambier, and a tough one. He gets it off quickly to Isaiah. Pistons can tie this trip. Thomas, stutter step move. High off the glass for 2. 13 for Thomas. We are tied at 71. It has been a long road back for the Pistons, but they're back. Parrish. 11 now for the Chiefs. The Celts go up a hoop. 4:40 to go in the third.
They've got to battle on the offensive board, however. That's where they're losing it.
Lambier wants it. The hook won't go, and Parrish is there, and Dennis Johnson will push it up. Finds Bird on a wing. Dantley is back. Larry takes some baseline. Hits and a foul.
Showed him the ball, and Dantley bit for it.
Sure did.
That Bird did some good defensive work against Lambier up the other end of the court. Here's the offense. Now Bird shows him the ball over that side of his body. Dantley just raked his arm, and Bird pulled it back. and nicely knocked it through.
18 for Larry. Unofficially, Boston pushes it back up by 5 after the Pistons had tied it at 71, and Jess Kersey has got a foul away from the ball on Darren Day.
Everybody who is guarding Adrian Dantley is trying to bump him out of the low post position, make him catch the ball out more than one dribble away from the basket. And they just got called for the foul, trying to bump him out.
Dantley knocking on the door of that 25-point average again tonight. 4:20 to go here in the third. He can cut it to 3. Dumars has been, as you pointed out earlier, Tom, really making Dennis Johnson work just to get the ball over half court.
Well, the more time that they can get the Celtics in the back court.
Bird twists through, 2 and a foul.
Here's Dantley. Now Bird gets the good position on him. That's where I think he belongs, in that low post. And Dantley, not wanting to pick up the foul, turned him loose to the middle.
Called a foul on Rick Mahorn. That is number 4 on Mahorn. Bird will have a chance here to complete the 3-pointer and push his total to 21 on the night. Rodman is in, and Mahorn goes to the bench with the 4 fouls.
The matchup will still probably be Darren Day guarding Dantley, and Bird will take Rodman.
6-point lead as we look from behind the basket. Day fronting Dantley. Bird comes to help. Day, the quick hands again as Dantley tried to make the pass. Second time he's done it, but a jump ball is called by Jess Kersey. The second time Darren Day has stopped that pass into the middle.
Let's take a look at it and just push Darren Day out of the way to get the ball. And he comes around and he's got him from, wow, jump ball, huh? Not getting any breaks.
Loose ball out of bounds. Kersey's looking at Madden. Madden's looking at Kersey, and Detroit's going to get the basketball.
Bird will guard John Sally, and he better watch himself. They're going to switch over where Parrish is going to guard Sally, and Bird will take Lambier.
Sam Vincent has joined the Celtic 5 on the floor. He's got Isaiah. Lambier again finds a spot and hits. 14 for Lambier, 6 of those coming here in the third quarter.
Boy, the pick and roll, they work to perfection on the pop. They don't roll to the hoop. Lambier pops to the corner.
Larry thought about 3, gets a screen from DJ. Dennis will try deep in the corner and knock it down. .75. Isaiah nowhere to go. Sally on a cut, has to bring it back out. Lambier has had a hot hand, gives it up to Dantley with 8 on the shot clock. Dantley wants it, and he knocks it in. It's curious, Tom. They're letting them play at times, and other times they're calling some strange ones.
Yep. Well, the basket was made, and Sally just ran right over the top of Larry Bird. If the ball hadn't gone in, they would have called a foul on Sally, which they're going to do right now.
Sally and Bird were fighting for position in the lane. It's the third on Sally. Both teams long since over the limit, so Bird will take his 21 points to the line. Larry with 8 of those here in the third quarter.
Chuck Daly has more big people to deal with than the Celtics. So he's not too concerned with the foul situation, with the exception perhaps of Bill Laimbeer.
Dantley outside Laimbeer. Vinnie Johnson just in, and he hits.
They're working that double team. They're finding the open man, and they're not even having to take long shots. It's like 18-foot jump shots on the swing.
Vincent got the baseline. Got away with one. Laimbeer did, as it looked like he came over the top, but Vinnie Johnson's coming the other way. A chance for the Pistons to get to 2 as we're in the final 2 minutes of the third. Sally, blocked by Parrish, got it back though and stuffed it home.
That was a heck of a move by John Sally to get it back and then that quickly cram it.
He is quick. Bird trying to weave his way through. It's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Detroit ball, says Madden. You see the reaction of the Boston bench. 15 turnovers on the Celtics, and the Pistons can tie the game again with a minute and a half to go in the third. Laimbeer missed this time, and Sally's going to be called over the top of Darren Day. It's 4 on Sally.
Well, that's what they were not being called for in the 2 games out in Pontiac. Really jumped on top of the Celtics. Here's Laimbeer once again all alone, and here comes Sally over the top at his knee in Day's back.
Rodman in, Sally out. Sally again picking up his 4th there. And Darren Day with 2 points in the night goes to the line.
The Celtics, with all this double teaming, are allowing a Vinnie Johnson or an Isaiah Thomas to get wide open shots. It, you know,
Bird slaps it away.
Dantley is quite an offensive machine, but somebody's got to dig in and play him a little bit one-on-one without the automatic double.
Isaiah takes it back from Vinnie Johnson. A minute 20 now to go in the third. Pistons another chance to tie. Rodman, a good screen outside. Bird couldn't get to Vinnie Johnson, and he knocked it home. 5 of 7 shooting off the bench for Vinnie Johnson. But under a minute.
No fast break baskets by the Celtics.
Sam Vincent kicking it out. DJ wants it. Short with it. Got his own rebound. Sam Vincent right spot. Throws it up. Laimbeer slaps it away. And Dennis Johnson tracks it down. Throws it up on the run. Won't go. And again, it'll be Boston ball. Jess Kersey, the dramatic call out around the free throw line, saying it went off a Piston foot.
Well, Isaiah was laying out of bounds. And when the ball hit him on the foot, it immediately was Boston's ball.
The alley-oop is picked off. Isaiah in traffic, spinning away. Celtics back defensively. Rodman, good pass, and the Pistons have got a lead. Sam Vincent coming back. Detroit up by 2. Inside Bird. Puts it up. Left hand won't go, but the foul probably is going to be on Rodman, or is it going to be on? Yep. Dennis Rodman, who was clapping. He didn't want the foul to go on Laimbeer. That's 4 on Rodman, so both he and Sally now play with 4.
Well, that's 8 fouls they've used on Bird.
Dumar's in. Vinnie Johnson limping out, Tom.
Plus Dantley's, what has he got? 3 or 4.
Fred Roberts will give Robert Parrish a break around the quarter. Kevin McHale has been on the bench for a long time with 4.
Now this is going to be a timeout around, a rest for Robert Parrish around a timeout. That's why Fred Roberts is in there right now. The Celtics may press a little bit.
Pistons are going to look for the final shot here of the third quarter.
Bird is going to end up with Laimbeer. No shot blockers in there right now for the Celtics.
Lambier got Bird in the air. Traveled with it, says Jack Madden. 5 seconds on the clock for Boston. 10th turnover on the Pistons. Bird got it at half court. No, gives it up DJ. Madden's got a foul. It'll go on Adrian Dantley with 1 second on the clock. On Dantley, his 4th.
Is this a basketball game or what? It's a yummy.
A yummy?
A yummy.
1 second left to play here in the third. DJ's got a couple. In the Celtics wins in this series, Dennis Johnson has averaged 18 a game. In the 2 losses, he averaged 8 a game. That's point 16 for Dennis so far in the night, and Boston's up by 1. It was 9 after 1, 2 in the half, 12 to go here at the Garden, and the Celtic lead is a single point.
We're going to see John Sally really react well. Bird covers up the penetration, so does Parrish. That allows the laydown pass to Sally. Parrish gets back nicely, but look at Sally gets that ball quickly, and it's 1-2 and up and in with a cramp.
Sally will be on the floor to begin the 4th quarter. Rodman is out there. Lambier, Thomas, and Dumars for Detroit. Darren Day, Jerry Seasting, Dennis Johnson, Larry Bird, and Fred Roberts on the floor for Boston. There you see the numbers after 3. The Celtics with 16 turnovers.
Number 22, John Sally, is back into the
2 series, the Milwaukee series and this series, the Celtics are really having trouble containing the guards' penetration.
Seasting up on Thomas, who misses over the top, and Bird took the rebound from Lambier, who backed right off.
That's what you have to do, is put a body on Lambier and walk him out of there.
Larry for 3. Rebound. Lambier takes it away after Roberts got a hands on it. Here comes Dumars. Lambier, the trailer, wants it. Bird, another rebound, and again he had the perfect position, this time on Rodman. Bird with 10 rebounds to go with his 25 points.
The Celtics are devoid of a low post game right now. Both Parrish and McHale out. That certainly is not their normal way of doing things.
Jerry in and out. Loose rebound picked off by Sally. And here comes Isaiah. Minute 10 has gone by. No one has scored in the 4th quarter. Lambier will try again. Back rims it. Bird again with the rebound. And Darren Day, I believe, is going to be called with a foul off the ball as he and Rodman were battling. It is the 5th personal foul on Darren Day as Robert Parrish is about to come back in. There you see McHale and Day with 5 apiece. Sally, Mahorn, Rodman, and Dantley with 4.
But Casey's going to gamble that Darren Day will not pick up his 6th, or that he will be in the game long enough. Fred Roberts is coming back to the bench, so he'll probably come in for Day.
Sally short with the hook shot. Bird popping out. Larry, little runner, too hard off the glass. Loose. Who's got it? Sally.
He tried to pass to himself off the backboard.
Rodman. Oh, Dennis Rodman, a nice move, and the Pistons go up by 1.
That's a fast break wingman.
That is indeed. Parrish wants the ball on Rodman. Takes it. Rebound, Rick Mahorn, and he cuffs it into Vinnie Johnson.
They just let Rodman maul Robert Parrish down there in the low post.
Mahorn traveled with the ball, says Jack Madden. And Rick Mahorn looks to the skies for assistance. Kevin McHale with 5 fouls is up off the Boston bench.
They're going for it right now. And McHale, of course, will have to be alert. Don't pick up the 6th.
Kevin McHale not able to get in this whistle, so he'll have to wait at the scorer's table. Fred Roberts stays on the floor. Detroit by 1, 9.5 to go here in the game. Parrish, good position inside.
Oh, he got fouled.
Sure did. Mahorn the rebound on the break. Rodman. Bird is back. Roberts catching up. Vinnie Johnson just fires away. Another rebound for Bird. Out to Roberts on the break. He's got DJ in the middle. And Sally's picked up a foul, reaching in from behind. That's number 5 on Sally.
Gets it back to the middle, which is the smart thing to do, and there's Sally reaching for the ball. Casey Jones has also done a smart thing by sitting Bird down for at least a little bit, his first rest of the game other than a timeout, and they'll need him coming down the stretch.
DJ 9 in the shot clock, and Rick Mahorn just picked up number 5. That gets Lambier quickly off the Detroit bench, and Mahorn will sit down.
Number 40, Bill Lambier, replaces Rick Mahorn of the Detroit.
Larry Bird went to the Boston bench when Kevin McHale came in, so Fred Roberts remains in the game. Parrish. Rodman, loose ball. Robert will track it down. The Celtics a fresh 24. Jerry Seasting in a wing, looking inside for Parrish, but Sally was fronting him. And now the Celtics are going to take a timeout. 8:32 to go in the game. Nobody is able to put any points on the board here in the 4th quarter. 87 for the Pistons, 86 for Boston.
Get a man on the wing like the Pistons do right here. Dennis Rodman, he takes off so far out that there's no chance for you really to do anything but make him destroy or try and destroy his rhythm. It didn't work that time. That's what makes a good fast break team. A guy his size that can get up and down the court and make layups.
Heck of an athletic move. The Celtics are back to the starting 5. McHale wants it inside. Kicks it out to Dennis Johnson. Vinnie Johnson's got him defensively. DJ backs his way in. Takes a fall away. Rebound Lambier.
And they just blocked out beautifully. And the other 4 Celtics never had a chance at the rebound. That's what happens when you go one-on-one.
Rodman, leaner off the glass, and Rodman is a big factor here in the 4th quarter. He scored the only 4 points of the whole quarter.
They are just eating the Celtics double teams alive. Quick passing, taking it to the hoop, right through the defense as it's rotating.
Bird takes a fall away. Took the Celtics better than 4 minutes to score a basket here in the 4th quarter. 27 for Larry Bird. Pistons by 1. Vinnie Johnson right to the hole, and he lays it in.
That is, and Parrish looks like he hurt his ankle.
Robert Parrish getting up very, very slowly. In fact, not getting up at all. Now he's on his feet. Celtics are going to use their 22nd timeout. You called off the beginning of this game, Tom, that the Celtics needed a monster game from Robert Parrish.
And there's Robert, and he's just coming.
Stepped on a foot right there.
Yep. And boy,
stepped on the foot of John Sally.
That's what happens when you are leaping in there, and everybody, there's a lot of other bodies there with you. Well, is he in or is he out?
Ainge, Bird, and Dennis Johnson back on the floor. Fred Roberts strips off his shirt. Robert Parrish sits on the bench. Roberts trying to walk it off on the sideline right now as he hobbles up one end. Detroit by 3. Bird looking to cut it to 1. Now Ainge thought about 3. Penetrates. Finds DJ on a wing. Dennis, good up fake. And a traveling violations called by Jack Madden. 17th turnover on Boston.
The Celtics inside game not there.
Lambeer finds Isaiah looking to break the Celtics back. Front rims it. Dennis Johnson the rebound. 2-on-2 break. Tipped away by Isaiah Thomas, but Ainge is there. Air ball picked off by Lambeer. Sally now runs down the pass to Rodman. And Rodman has got 6 fourth-quarter points.
They need to get the ball into McHale. Slow it down now and peck away and get it inside. But Lambeer is...
Isaiah Thomas is going to be called on the reach-in foul. That'll be the 4th foul on the Pistons here in the 4th.
What they have done successfully, the Pistons, is keep Kevin McHale off the red box. They've got him moved up the lane about 2-3 feet.
Robert Parrish coming back.
Well, he's going down swinging.
Bird wanted it in the middle, but DJ couldn't get it in. Now McHale. Danny for 3. Back rims it. Long rebound. Good hustle. Dennis Johnson finds Bird underneath. Basket attack and a foul.
And Bird made Rodman foul him. Knew he had the layup, Mike. And knew Rodman was going to be off balance. There is really a smart play by Bird. Look, the up fake, and it moves back into Rodman to create the contact. Foul on Rodman. Here's Kevin McHale, who made a real hustle play for that rebound. And look at Bird. Thought that Rodman would be coming right at him. Bumps him and still made the shot and the free throw.
30 for Bird. 93-91 Pistons. Vinnie Johnson comes the other way. But the Celtics have only scored 5 points in 6 minutes of the 4th quarter. Rodman and a goaltend on Parrish. The Celtics wanted a walk on Rodman. They didn't get it.
Well, they are picking and rolling, and everybody's going to the penetration, and they're dishing it off. And as soon as the Celtics rush at that man on the perimeter with the ball, they're going right by him and repenetrating. It's tough defense they need right now.
Danny slapped away out of bounds. It'll be Boston ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5:36, as you can see, to go in the game. 95-91 Pistons. Bird fires away. It's 2, says Jack Madden.
A good time for Bird to get that outside shot working.
Isaiah Thomas waving the hand overhead outside. Isaiah a runner. It's blocked inside. Parrish the rebound. Out to DJ. Up ahead to Ainge. Danny to the bucket. Tipped away and picked off by Thomas. Sally on a wing. Walked with it. A hook shot won't go. No, says Jack Madden. A pushing foul is going to go on Danny Ainge. Dennis Rodman, the one who got Danny's hand in the back.
You watch the top of your screen now. Moved by Sally. Little spin. And Rodman's underneath. And Danny just nonchalantly moved Rodman into the writer's table.
It's a casual move, though, isn't it?
Yes, it's very casual.
Vinnie Johnson. Doubled by McHale and DJ. Isaiah steps back out to 3, and an illegal defense is called on Boston as Bird's trying to point at his man. Isaiah will shoot the tee. The Pistons up by 2, 4:41 to go in the game.
Didn't look like it was an illegal defense to me. Everybody had a man.
Isaiah missed it. And Chuck Daly wants a timeout. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. Detroit by 2. Celtic crowd trying to be the 6th man down the stretch. 4:41 left to go in the game. 95-93 Pistons by 2 with the ball. Rodman, Lambier, Sally, Vinnie Johnson, Isaiah Thomas on the floor for Detroit. Ainge, Bird, McHale, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish. Vinnie Johnson working outside. Bird the quick hands, but Sally is there. Lambier will have to fire. McHale got a piece of it. And Isaiah Thomas got a foul. That is 5 on Isaiah. And the Pistons are over the limit.
You know, I really don't understand Chuck Daly right now. And Isaiah Thomas has not handled the ball. Their best dribbler, penetrator, Vinnie Johnson, has become the playmaker with Isaiah in the ball game.
And Isaiah's going to the bench with 5.
So now Vinny's going to have to be the playmaker. But Isaiah did not really handle the ball.
7 assists and 12 rebounds for Larry Bird to go with his 32 points, make it 33. Gets this one, and we're tied again. Larry Bird is the only Celtic to score here in the 4th quarter with 4:20 left to play. The crowd calling for the defense. Sally. Inside Lambier, picked off by Dennis Johnson and Ainge. Up to Bird. Boston can take the lead. DJ skips in. Long Parrish the board. Won't go down. Lambier the rebound. Out to Vinnie Johnson. Detroit looks to run. And Parrish is down again at the other end. Vinnie Johnson, Sally the follow. And Robert Parrish is on the floor on the other end of the court. Celtics need a timeout. Dennis Johnson gets it with 3:41 to go, and Robert Parrish is really playing hurt. We'll be back in just a minute. 97-95 Pistons as Robert Parrish is helped from the floor.
You see Robert Parrish right here inside going for the rebound. He comes down with the ball, goes up, and boy, if he didn't get fouled, I don't know what happened. And I think he got his feet tangled with Adrian Dantley. And now you see him being escorted into the locker room. This has been like Custer's last stand. All these Indians keep swooping down on this little platoon of cavalrymen. And there's an arrow in the chest, an arrow in the elbow, an arrow in the thigh. And they're going down one by one.
So the Celtics need to dig down with 3:41 to go. Darren Day, playing with 5 fouls, is in for Robert Parrish. McHale's trying to set up on Lambier. They go to Bird up top. Takes a run. He's short with it. Loose ball. Kicked out of bounds. Kersey doesn't know. Madden says it belongs to Detroit. Dennis Johnson just screaming his way up the floor. Dantley isolated on Day. Ainge on the double. Nearly thrown away. Vinnie Johnson picks it off. Lambier the big screen. Vinnie Johnson, big jump shot.
Well, they didn't penetrate that time, but old Vinnie can burn you to death from out there.
Pistons by 4. Under 3 minutes. Day on the cut. Got it. And a foul. Big bucket by Darren Day.
Heads up pass by Kevin McHale. As McHale gets the ball as the triple team. I mean, there's 3 guys being guarded by 1 on the weak side. And Day just slipped in perfectly.
7 points and 8 rebounds for John Sally. He fouled out on that play. Mahorn is back in. He's playing with 5. Day can get the Celtics to 1. And does. Vinnie Johnson bringing it up slowly. Dennis meets him at half court.
And Isaiah is on the bench at crunch time.
Day, the quick hands to take it from Lambier, and Lambier committed a foul.
Good rotation by Darren Day. He's quickly up there, and Lambier just tried to send the ball around the horn, and Day got right in the passing lane, picked it off, and Lambier had reached in to grab Darren after he made the foolish pass.
Darren Day can give the Celtics the lead if he hits them both. The 3rd steal of the game for Darren.
This has got to be the gutsiest Celtic team that I've ever seen. I can remember years ago, my 2nd year, trying to beat the St. Louis Hawks without Bill Russell and how difficult it was, and we never did do it. And they're trying to beat the Pistons without Robert Parrish and without 100% Kevin McHale.
Boston by 1. Ainge is out on Dumars. Lambier, Bird's got him. Vinnie Johnson comes to the ball. Darren Day is there. Johnson, no, and a whistle. Jack Madden's got a foul, and it'll be on Darren Day. And that is the 6th personal foul on Darren Day. So Casey had found the hot man on the bench, and Day now has fouled out. 7 points and 3 steals for Day.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad move to put a guard in right now instead of a big man, and that's what Casey's doing, Seasting. So that'll move Dennis Johnson more than likely over to Adrian Dantley.
Good move.
And Dantley's wondering who he should guard. Seasting will take Dumars, and Danny Ainge probably will take Vinnie Johnson.
Vinnie Johnson ties the game at 100. Pistons by 1. 2:20 to go. Dantley is out on Dennis Johnson. McHale wants it on Lambier. Lambier forced him out. Kevin puts it on the floor. Spins through. Reaching foul. Lambier maybe. And that'll be 5 if it is.
The Pistons are really playing McHale beautifully. They're bumping him before he gets to the spot. They're forcing him out. That time they didn't quite go back and get him. There's the double team. He spins away from it. And there's Lambier reaching over the top, but they had moved him way up the lane just to receive the ball.
Here's Isaiah back in for the final 2:03. Dumars goes to the bench. Tied at 101.
Well, that will put Seasting on Isaiah, I would think. Yep, Seasting's going to take Isaiah and try and keep him in front of him, not let him penetrate.
Final 2 minutes of the ball game. Celtics by 1. Thomas directing traffic, and Seasting all over him. And a pushing foul is called on Jerry Seasting. It's on Dennis Johnson, excuse me.
He was guarding Dantley in the low post. They're going to try and create an opportunity for Dantley, guarded by Dennis Johnson.
Bird quickly with the double team. Lambier. In and out. Vinnie Johnson, the rebound. Rebound, Dennis Johnson. Boston the ball in a 1-point lead, 1:30 to go. And the Celtics want a timeout. 1 minute, 26 seconds left. Celtics by 1. One minute, 26 seconds on the clock. 15 on the shot clock.
Hold your breath.
102-101 Boston. The Celtics have the ball. Bird will inbound it. Mahorn, Rodman, Dumars, Thomas, Lambier are out there for Detroit. Bird, Johnson, Roberts.
Now this is
Ainge and McHale.
Mahorn guarding Bird.
Larry wants it back. Fires. Hit it!
No way Mahorn could stay with Bird. And Larry knew it. The Celtics knew it. And they got him the ball.
1:13 now to go, and Boston up by 3. What a big shot.
Well, it is far from over, you know, but that was using the old noodle when it's called for, picking the matchup, and then not only finding the right player, but that player connecting. And of course, Bird, when he has it under the gun, there's nobody better. Here's Bird. Mahorn races out at him, and he knows that Mahorn will not be able to go at him truly without committing a foul, and knowing Mahorn had 5 fouls, he left his shooting hand wide open. What
he
a
buried
play.
it.
What a play.
36 unofficially for Larry Bird.
Now what is going to happen is probably Adrian Dantley will be the man that they will look for on the matchup. And if it can't be done, they will clear out and let Isaiah and Adrian work one-on-one. If they can shoot the ball into Adrian Dantley in the low post against Dennis Johnson, if that should be the matchup. They've tried it a couple of times. It did not work. But Isaiah must be contained. His penetration at this stage of the game could set up an awful lot of shots on the perimeter.
Boston right now on a 9-2 run to take, don't want to say control of this game, but at least a little grip on the game. They're up by 3. It'll be Pistons ball. Vinnie Johnson is coming back in for Detroit. Jerry Seasting comes in. Fred Roberts goes out for Boston. So Boston back to the 3-guard offense.
3-guard defense, really.
Defense, excuse me.
That's
Dennis Johnson will be back on Dantley.
That's what it's there for.
Seasting trying to deny Isaiah Thomas and doing a good job. And now a foul is called.
Boy, that was a chintzy foul. A chintzy foul at a crucial time of a ball game.
Thomas struggling at the line tonight.
Dumars will be in for defensive purposes, as will Rodman.
Thomas can get the Pistons to 1. He does.
Mahorn will have Bird once again.
Bird pops free. Mahorn on him. Danny's open. Hits it.
Big shot. Big shot.
Isaiah pushing it back quickly. Thomas looks to penetrate. Lambier the trailer, and he nails it.
Boy, that penetration, he gets you inside the foul line, and Lambier just sits there waiting for it.
Mahorn came up and hit Bird. No foul. And the Celtics bring it across with 40 seconds to go in the game, up by 1.
They have to hit another shot here, needless to say. and don't wait too long to do it.
Inside Bird. Won't go down. Mahorn the rebound. Pistons want time and get it with 27 seconds on the clock. 23 in the shot clock. Well,
they took the shot with 27 seconds on the clock, which means should the Pistons take it all the way down 24, they still will have 3 seconds to get one shot off should the Pistons score. Now the Pistons, let's see who they come back with. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Adrian Dantley. They'll take all those non-shooter types out like Rodman and sprinkle their lineup with some perimeter people. Give the ball to Isaiah, I would suspect. Let him penetrate and see if he can find an open man for a 15, 16-foot jump shot.
How far do you take the clock now? Or do you just go for the... I mean, you say Isaiah penetrating. Does he just come up and penetrate right away?
No, I wouldn't think he'd come up and penetrate right away.
Fiddle and faddle a little.
Fiddle and faddle. See where it is. Try and do it. They still have some foul. I would say let him try and make his move and see what happens. If it's not there, pull it back out again. They're going to get their shot at it.
The shooting in the fourth quarter, the Celtics 6 of 21 for 29%. Detroit 8 of 20, 40%.
And of course, the Celtics right now, Mike, must control the defensive rebound. And that is so important. Now they've got 3 guards in there playing defense. And Big Robert, who has been their pressure rebounder, is not in the lineup. He's in the locker room with the sprained ankle. So it's going to fall to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Now Bird has been a help defender against all penetration. He's been guarding Lambier. They may be keying on that situation. Lambier just popping out as Bird sinks back for the penetration.
Adrian Dantley will make the inbound pass. Isaiah Thomas, Vinnie Johnson the guards, Mahorn, Lambier, Dantley up front. Dantley has not scored here in the fourth quarter.
It's 23 seconds, so there will be 4 seconds by the Celtics to get a shot if need be.
Comes to Lambier, looks to give it to Thomas and does. Now Isaiah will set the offense.
And they're all down on the baseline, so Isaiah can go one-on-one.
Seasting bumps him a couple of times. Isaiah nails it top of the key with 17 seconds to go, and the Celtics call time.
Well, they didn't drive because he knows that he can get that jump shot off against Jerry Seasting, who is a little bit shorter than Isaiah, and Isaiah has that leaping ability to go over the top of him. I thought Seasting did a great job of containing the penetration. There was no help whatsoever for him on that play. But you're only so big and you can only jump so high, and Isaiah took advantage of that.
Isaiah Thomas just 5 of 14 shooting before that shot, but he shot this like he'd been hot all night.
But look at all the people down on the baseline. So Jerry's got him one-on-one. He was right there on the shot. You couldn't have played him any better for a smaller man. But it was Isaiah's shot all the way.
All right, now for the Celtics. What do you do, Tom? Bird, obviously the choice, with 17 seconds to go in the game. You're looking for the shot quickly?
No. What you're going to do is you're going to take the shot somewhere in the vicinity of about 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock, so that if the shot doesn't go in, perhaps you can get an offensive rebound. Now, McHale might be a good man to go to if he can get that low post position. They might call a foul while he's trying to get that low post position, and he also might be able to move in. Once the ball is inside, that ought to bring the defense down, and somebody ought to be able to hit something from the outside. But they need an offensive rebound if the shot does not go in. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Larry Bird also handle the ball if Mahorn is guarding him, which he probably will be right now. No, Rodman's in.
Rodman and Dumars are both back in.
Yeah, and Mahorn is going to pick Bird.
Mahorn said something to Bird, and Larry started to laugh. "17 seconds to go. Bird set to inbound. Boston down 1. It comes to Dennis Johnson. Dumars has got him. DJ, left side Bird. Eyeball to eyeball with Mahorn. Goes baseline. Nobody home. Rodman the block. Out of bounds. Who's got it? Detroit ball with 5 seconds to go. Thomas wants to get it in quickly. Does to Lambier. Stolen by Bird on the cut to DJ. Yes! Yes to the foul! Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Well, this balcony is rocking and swaying right now. It's supposed to be made of steel. What a play by Larry Bird to pick off the ball. What a play, and the Pistons should have called timeout. Not a heady play. Now you watch Bird just slip inside of Lambier. He was moving away from the ball, and DJ just slides inside. And there's the two. 1 second left. What a play by Bird. One way or another, Bird kills you.
Jess Kersey had a hand raised. I thought he was going to call a foul. He didn't, so the lead is 1. The Pistons get the ball with 1 second on the clock.
All right, stranger things have happened right now. You can score with 1 second. I want to see how they're going to play the inbounder. Are they going to give him an idea of a clear target? Red Auerbach for years felt you've got to get all over the inbound man. Don't give him a clear place to look to make the pass. Watch for the alley-oop, particularly if Sally's in the ball game. Sally is not going to be in. Dantley is going to be in. Vinnie Johnson, Isaiah, Mahorn, and Lambier.
Unbelievable.
And McHale is going to take the inbounder, which will be Adrian Dantley. Now the alley-oop might be worked on for Isaiah, because he can leap.
All right, Dantley looking into Lambier, lost it out of bounds. The game is over. Boston wins game 5. Unbelievable.
It was in the Pistons' pocket. They should have called a timeout to inbound it at half court. They were negligent. Lambier did not come to the ball. He moved away from the ball. And Bird was so alert and just picked it off beautifully. What a play.
What a game. We'll be back. .107. The Celtics win game 5, and now it's back to Detroit. Unbelievable ending, Tom.
It sure was. And without Robert Parrish, it just is an indication of how furious this team gets and how much they dig it out. It's an unbelievable basketball team. They defy any reason to win. There's no reason that they could have won this game in my mind when Robert Parrish went out. They just played a super gutsy effort, intelligent basketball. Larry Bird was absolutely phenomenal on 2 plays. The shot over Mahorn, and then that pick off of the pass, inbound pass to set up DJ for the layup. Terrific.
Great lead into our Anheuser-Busch player of the game. Couldn't be anybody else tonight except number 33, Larry Bird.
Well, he did it all. He rebounded. He tried to play some defense against Dantley. He backed him in. Now, I happen to think that's probably the best place for Larry Bird to play in this series is down in a low post against Dantley. Dantley can't guard him down there either. So, and by the time they get to him, if he gets good position, he'll be able to pick up the shot plus a foul.
Okay, Larry Bird again with the big night to key Boston. The Celtics really struggled in that 4th quarter, but Bird just would not let this get away. And our Nissan Major Motion play of the game, hey, there's no question what that is, the final second.
Well, you watch the ball coming out of bounds right now. Who was it? Vinnie Johnson? Isaiah took it out. And there's Lambier apparently open. And look at Lambier pull away from the ball instead of coming to the ball. You're not supposed to do it. And there's DJ just laying it up. 1 second on the clock as it goes through. What a play by Bird.
And again, as you pointed out, the mental lapse by the Pistons there, Tom, at the end, not calling the timeout. The ball would have gone to half court.
It would have gone to half court, and they would have been able to set themselves up a little bit better to come to the ball and get it. But the key play was made by Lambier, who did not come to the ball.
All right, maybe something of a surprise here in our Texaco Star of the Week. That is going to go to Darren Day for his great effort in the fourth quarter.
Well, we're going to see a great play coming up right now. And McHale just heads up to Darren Day, who really filled the bill all week long as the big guys for the Celtics were going down with fouls and injuries.
All right, Darren Day with a big fourth quarter, had 3 steals in the ball game and really contributed. Dennis Johnson down on the floor getting a hand in the background, and it is